people feel like when you're calling them for a service, we're interviewing you too. Even though I'm trying to see if you're a right fit for me, and you should be trying to see if I'm a right fit for you. Customer service goes both ways, especially in business. People feel like it's one-sided. Oh, you need me. No, not necessarily. I might need you, but if I get the feeling that you don't need to be needed, I'm
out the door I go.
Yeah.
We here, huh?
We made it.
It's crazy, man. People been waiting on us to have these type of conversations more consistently. You know what I'm saying? I think we did it, but it was more so Facebook Lives kind of situations, which were good. They were interactive. This is more of a sit down, kind of get it out, let the people's stomach it, digest it a little bit more, and kind of watch it from a different vantage point. But I'm excited. I can't say you. I'm excited.
Now you know I'm excited. You know I stay excited about some conversation.
Yeah. I mean, you know I love cafes, so I love them sit down, chill moments, man. We could just dialogue.
Right.
And it's been highly anticipated. I mean, it's a lot of discussion around a lot of things we need to talk about, and I feel like it's so much in us from not just from leadership, but pastoralship, serving, business, relationships, family, marriage, you know, the whole 9 yards. I believe we have a lot to really bring to the table.
Yeah.
And it's like people have been soliciting offline and things, and I think that it's really good to really have these moments for therapy.
Absolutely. You
like
hit it right
sessions.
there. Them sessions. A good couch.
No
pun intended.
Right. A good couch.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited. I know that we really want to be a difference in the community and the people we serve. So it's cool. But it's tough sometimes because it's like customer service to me is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first impressions are everything. They're lasting impressions. And I don't think we take it serious enough, not only in our own personal entrepreneurial ventures, but also in the church world. I don't think we gather enough sensitivity to know our customer service makes the difference.
Yeah.
Your product may be dope, amazing product, probably the best I've ever seen, but the customer service will sell me all the time. I could talk to 3 different people, all the product, the pricing, the same. What makes the difference?
That customer service.
How you made me feel. Come on.
That CS. That customer service.
Customer service, you know? What you think? I mean, because I'm like, how you make me feel is everything.
Yeah. I mean,
in our marriage. Oh, come on.
Come on now.
Come on.
We got to have customer service in the marriage too.
Right.
Yeah. It's about that experience, how you make people feel, that warm and fuzzy that they get. Because like you were saying, even if your product is the best, but you lack in customer service, that's going to make me go somewhere else, because I need the product to match the customer service as well. I mean, we talk about Chick-fil-A all the time.
My goodness.
You know, Chick-fil-A is like the epitome of customer service. When they hit you with that "my pleasure," when you say thank you, and they hit you with that "my pleasure," that just does something.
It's a stirring.
It does something on the inside of me when I hear that, you know. And even last night when we went to Chick-fil-A, and the girl, I asked for some condiments, and she walked off. She was like, "Okay," and she walked off. First thing Zion said, "What happened to the my pleasure?"
My pleasure.
But she came back with the bag with my condiments in it, and she said, "Thank you." We said thank you, and she said, "My pleasure." I said, "See, that made up. That did something. That made up for the lack of her not having the condiments in the bag." But she came back with them. But when she hit me with the "my pleasure," it's something about how words make people feel. It's not just the product. It's the wording. When you answer the phone and you're professional and you're kind, and I can sense your smile in your voice, that makes a difference. You can tell when somebody is smiling when they're talking to you, and that can turn the customer service experience up for me. Because if I'm talking to you and you have that sense of smile when you're saying good morning instead of good morning, it goes from good morning to good morning. I can feel that warmth on the other side. And like you were saying, we need to bring that type of stuff into the church.
Yo, it's crazy. Just dealing with a couple people, contractors, just doing the videography, the music, dealing with people through the years and all those realms. You know, I didn't call people, they was half asleep when they picked up the phone.
What you want me to do
I
with
said,
that?
you could have just waited.
Right.
Let me leave a voicemail. You didn't pick up the phone. Hello. I mean, and so my thing is this, and then your short answer, I'm trying to figure out if this is the right fit.
Right.
You sure didn't make it feel like
See,
that.
here's the thing here. People feel like when you're calling them for a service, we're interviewing you too. Even though I'm trying to
Wow.
see if you're a right fit for me, and you should be trying to see if I'm a right fit for you. Customer service goes both ways,
Wow.
especially in business. People feel like it's one-sided. Oh, you need me. No, not necessarily. I might need you, but if I get the feeling that you don't need to be needed, I'm
Out the
going
door
on.
I go.
Yeah.
Man, it's like that. I think that your energy, your tone, your responsiveness, people fail to realize that those things make a difference. How you respond when you respond. Okay, you're a day late. So what? You sent text a day before, email. Hey, sorry I'm getting back to you so late. It's been busy, but thank you. How can I serve you? All of those things making me feel important and valued.
Yeah.
Even without a quick response.
Yeah.
You know, auto responses are great. Hey, I'll hit you after the next 24 to 48 hours. Those are amazing. At least I have an expectation that I know. But to get the first impression, and it's like, your work may be bananas, the best ever seen, but your customer service fails. Your business won't last, your ministry won't grow, your family, your relationships will fail, all because of how you treat people. Here you go, I got something for you. I'm finna help somebody. Somebody finna get help.
Help me.
I can't treat people good at church and not treat my own wife and kids with the same quality.
That's it.
I should be just, if I could say thank y'all, thank you so much for the gift and all this other stuff, and I come home and you buy me a new shirt or some shoes and I can, okay, cool, thanks. No, I should be like, oh, babe, thank you. For real, thank you for thinking of me.
Right.
I need to lay on the extra layers and don't devalue because you're my wife.
Right.
Like customer service goes deep. It goes deep into the core of who you are. And I think that if we get to that point, we can really manage life, business, family, ministry better.
I think we fail our families when we don't use that same energy that we have at church. I think when we get around the saints, we get around the church people, we so polite. Well, we should be. Most of us are. We're so polite. We're so, hey, bruh, sis. We have so much grace.
Grace for
For
them.
each other. But get home and we wean our kids out. We don't have patience for our spouse. I mean, that can get real muddy real quick. And I had to check, and you know this, I had to check myself when it comes to the kids. Because, I'll have patience with the saints. And then by the time they do something, my own kids do something, I get a little impatient and short with them.
Right.
So Holy Spirit had to check me on that. Like, now you have so much grace with sister and brother so-and-so. Have grace with your own kids.
Children.
Don't be so snappy. Don't be so short with them all the time. Extend that same grace and what? Customer service.
Because Sky and Zion said it, right? They were like, or we said it to them. We were talking, we were like, at school with your friends, y'all all ha ha ha, ki. And then y'all get home and y'all fighting all the time.
Right.
Like, yo, we respect your brother and your sister just like you respect your friends at school.
Right.
And a lot of them ain't leading you down the right trail anyway. At least you got a brother and a sister at home that you know are getting stewarded right by mom and dad. Why you so mean to them?
Right.
You mean to them, and you got that one at school you need to be mean.
But the one at school you need to be mean with, you showing grace to.
You showing them, oh, they're okay.
I don't want to say that. I didn't want to be mean. But you get that energy at home with your brother.
With your brother. He just asked you a simple question.
You done snapped on it.
It's deep, man.
It works both ways. Customer service is about how you make people feel when they're in your presence, or even when they're not in your presence. It's a feeling. People oftentimes don't remember what you say all the time, but how you made them feel. Case in point, I could be working with the client and telling them information that they need to know, or briefing them on something that's coming, or what things that they need to remember. But they may not remember everything that I said in that first conversation, especially if they're interviewing other real estate agents. But they're going to go back and say, but I remember how this one made me feel. Wow. That's customer service. I don't remember everything she said because it seemed like they all three said the same thing. Because they had the same job, they had the same skill. Some may be more advanced in certain areas, have more time that they've been doing it, in their field of specialty. But the way this one made me feel, I'll choose the latter.
You know what? Remember that day I was on that phone call and I was talking to one of my applicants. Remember that day? And the dude was like, it was a referral, and he was, and I could tell he wanted to join the Army, but then he kind of was like, eh. And so I told my story, my testimony of how I joined, all my failures, all of the setbacks, and he was like, man, I've never heard a recruiter bring it to me like that. That was me digging in deep. Not that he joins the Army, but he understands that I'm here in this same journey as you. I'm sharing space with you. I'm a human just like you, working toward the same goal as you to get to a better end. And I think that's what customer service is. Like, never separate yourself from the experience.
That's it.
You feel me? You embody that experience. Like, you should be able to see them. You see yourself in them. Like, I was over there on that side before. Remember we was trying to buy a house, G, and now you're a realtor now. Remember we were trying to buy a house and have the credit and all this other stuff. You have to see it from their vantage point and then re-engage the conversation. That's empathy and sympathy, and people really don't know how to engage that. They take it from one level. I'm the big boss.
I'm the professional.
You need
You're the client.
me. You're the no. How can we? I felt that. How can we get to a great end? And I think customer service dives into the excellence. That's excellence then. When you could say, just because I got a doctorate don't make me better than you. Just because I'm a millionaire doesn't make me better than you. How I share this experience and this moment with you makes the difference.
Because there's the thing, you said that sharing that experience, because at some point as business owners, we've been clients too.
Flip it. You gotta see.
We've been on the other end of the spectrum. Just because I'm in the position as the entrepreneur now doesn't mean that I haven't had a client experience. So even much so, I should be concerned about when I am in a client position, how do I expect to be treated? Do I expect to be handled? And as an entrepreneur, business owner, I should try to provide that same excellence that I expect. Now, you can't, come on now. If you expect something, you're going to have to give that too. Use that same energy. Yeah,
don't see it one-sided. And I think that that's really going to help people. So we really have to dig in deep in this season of life that we're in to make sure that we're not going to be perfect. We're not going to make all the right decisions or have all the right answers, but to take it in an intentional step towards understanding the other side, seeing it from their vantage point, and be able to lean in close to give good counsel, to give good wisdom, to give good practice,
right?
So people can perfect what they do. You know what I mean? Because some of us are losing so much business because of the lack of empathy. We don't care. We only see it from a dollar standpoint.
Absolutely.
How much money can I make from this transaction? Not that the fact that they may be giving their last to make it big.
Yeah.
And you're the one they want to use, but you're sorry.
When you have that type of experience with a client and you make them feel, make them have that Chick-fil-A experience, guess what? They know people that know people, that know people. So as an expert in customer service, now you share that experience with one of your clients. Guess what that client is going to do? Tell somebody else.
About you.
About you. And then guess what that person is going to do? Tell somebody else about you. So in actuality, you're generating more business when you do it the right way. And when people experience you on a professional level of excellency when it comes to your customer service. And keep that standard high. Never let nobody outshine you when it comes to customer service, because to me, the customer service is the foundation of a growing business. Chick-fil-A didn't get to where they are today. They got there because of their customer service and the way they make us feel when we come.
Yo, that's dope. People say that at church too, like how the usher made me feel, or the greeter. When they came to the first experience I felt the breath, I felt God through that person. And that may be the only person they really interact with, because they're a visitor. They may not interact with anybody else but that greeter or that usher. And they're like, yo, that made me feel so good. That's why I want to come back. And
guess what they're going to do? Tell somebody else about the ministry. That's going to tell somebody else about the ministry. It's like a chain reaction.
And I think people need to know this thing right here. Because I know we got to ride out off into the sunset because we got work to do. I think people need to know this. I don't see Chick-fil-A commercials on the TV screen, right? I don't see public commercials on the TV screen. People with high calibers of excellence customer service, don't have to put it on the screen because you said it. Word of mouth travels, and they're going to tell the next person that you're the best at what you do.